Welcome back to my channel. You already know it's your boy Hood Diggity, the Rock Reactor, back with another video. Yes, sir. Before I proceed, let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know what country, what city, what mountain, what hill, what cave, what island, what planet, what universe. Let me know where you at. Represent your hood. Yes, sir. We got the news this morning. I caught this one. Trump admin is gearing up to revoke 17,000 commercial driver's licenses from illegal immigrants. I just want to start with saying I totally agree with that. I don't think that you sneak into the country and you should be rewarded by giving you a driver's license and having you drive it around. You don't even have a green card. You don't have legal paper. You don't even have a legal visa, but you have a driver's license. That makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Like I said, I totally agree with that. I'm not in the United States, but I am American made. I have a lot of families there. I was raised in the States. And we have a similar problem here in the Dominican Republic, which I'm not going to go into. Now, I totally agree with this. Now, there's something I wanted to add, though. I just wanted to add, because there's a lot of things that, most of the things that Trump does, I'm kind of for it, and I either agreed or I understand. Now, this one I kind of do not agree with, guys. The fact that Trump is committed to the $2,000 tariff dividend payments to just American citizens. I totally disagree with that, because people that have got green cards, legal residents, should get it also, because they pay taxes and they work. They have Social Security just like an American citizen does. So I believe that they should have he should have added them to that also, because they're legally in the States and they work legally, they pay taxes, they file their income taxes just like everybody else does. So, but let's take a look at this one. Let's go back to the driver's license. I just wanted to throw that in there. Let's take a look at it, guys. And before we do, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the screen. Let's get it.
Welcome back. Now, new this morning, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announcing California's Department of Motor Vehicles has admitted to illegally issuing upwards of 17,000 trucker licenses to what DOT officials call dangerous foreign drivers. Duffy wrote this: after weeks of claiming they did nothing wrong, Gavin Newsom and California have been caught red-handed. Now that we've exposed their lies, 17,000 illegally issued trucking licenses are now being revoked.
So we're not even talking about regular driver's licenses. Who knows how many illegal immigrants are in the United States with driver's licenses? Illegal immigrants with driver's license, with legal driver's license. That's crazy. And then this is commercial. Wow.
They'll be null and void after 60 days. The Transportation Department is threatening to pull $160 million in federal money from California if all the CDLs are not revoked. Joining me now is DHS Public Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. Tricia, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Give us the reason this is so troubling, these licenses.
Maria, this is a huge public safety issue in this country, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. What's happening here is California and other sanctuary states are issuing these big rig driver's license, these commercial driver's license for 18-wheelers to those who are in our country illegally. Oftentimes they can't understand law enforcement, they can't speak the English language, they can't properly follow road signs. We've just saw in the last few weeks multiple Americans being killed by drivers who are driving recklessly using CDLs. This is a huge problem.
How does somebody that doesn't speak or even read English get a commercial driver's license? That's crazy, man. That is insane. That has to be illegal, though. Somebody should be responsible for that. They should hold somebody accountable for this.
Secretary Duffy has been a wonderful partner in this, incredibly proactive. And Secretary Noem has also been directing state and local law enforcement partners, including our ICE and CBP officials, to be going out to weigh stations, to truck stops, and making operations to make sure that this is a priority so the American families are safe who are driving on our roads.
Why would they issue the licenses in the first place, Tricia?
Good
Well, in the state of
question.
California, it is actually illegal for the California Driver Association to ask these individuals if they're in the country illegally. So it's incredibly reckless policy. It's not just dumb, it's obviously deadly. And we've seen that time and time again. And innocent Americans are really getting wrapped up in this.
Well, they're trying to fight President Trump at every turn. I mean, a federal judge is considering releasing.
So you're telling me if I go apply for the CDL, for a CDL license, I didn't even know this. This got to be new. Oh, well, this got to be in California. Because if you don't have a Social Security and you don't have, I mean, I just don't understand this. When you go apply for a CDL, they don't ask you if you're legal in the country, or they should check to see if you're legal in the country, because if you're illegal in the country, then, I mean, I don't even understand this. You shouldn't have a license, man. You can't be rewarded with a CDL if you sneak into a country.
Hundreds of illegal migrants arrested by federal agents in Chicago. The National Immigration Justice Center is arguing that these illegals were arrested in violation of a consent decree in state law. Meanwhile, a local Chicago gang reportedly putting their own target on federal immigration officials. Tricia, what's being done about all of this?
Something else.
Well, we will fight this at every turn. The fact of the matter is they are putting the Chicago public, the American public, at risk with these insane, asinine overturning and trying to turn back these migrants back onto our streets, many of which are dangerous criminals. But the fact of the matter is we've arrested in Operation Midway Blitz over 3,000 illegal aliens, many are whom are child pedophiles, MS-13 gang members, known or suspected terrorists, murders, truly the worst of the worst, Maria. And so this federal judge is trying to overturn that good work, undermine the will of the American people, and put the American people at risk. We will fight that at every turn. But the president just yesterday, he truth socialed some of the remarkable statistics that Secretary Noem and our law enforcement officers have been able to achieve out of Chicago in just the short time we've been on the ground there. Carjackings are down 48%. Homicides are down 16%. In Chicago, robberies are down 35%. These are remarkable statistics, and that's not because of J.B. Pritzker, and it's not because of Mayor Brandon Johnson. It's actually the opposite. They've been obstructing our law enforcement, they've been undermining them, and they've been vilifying them. And regardless, our law enforcement wakes up each and every single day to make the American people safer and enforce the rule of law.
Well, you've got a Mexican.
Guys, there's a lot of things that nobody's mentioning, man. It's like Trump, at the end of the day, Trump is fixing all the shit that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden caused, guys. This is all Joe Biden and Kamala Harris letting all these people into the country, opening up the borders and basically rewarding them. Like, soon as you get there, and people from here in this country used to tell me they used to go to Mexico, they just cross, and once you cross, they take you to wherever you want to go. They check that you're legal. Somebody comes and claims you, and that's it. You're good. Just as long as they could check up on you, everything is good. That's crazy, and that's how over 20 million illegal immigrants got in there. Guys, you need to understand. There's a lot of things that you need to understand. There's good people and there's bad people. Something else you need to understand. It's not fair for the people that are in other countries, here being one of them, that have been waiting for years, probably decades. You got people here waiting 10 years to be allowed into the United States. And yes, there's broken families because half the family lives here, half the family live over there. They're over there working. You got men over there working, women over there working to get their families legally in the States. So how is that fair that somebody that's been waiting a decade, somebody that sneaks into the country illegally, they get rewarded? I don't care if you're a hard-working man, you go there and you're working, and you're not there. You still committed a crime because you entered illegally. That's it. Illegal is illegal. You can't murder somebody and then 5 years later you get caught and say, "No, I became a priest. I'm a born-again Christian. I shouldn't be locked up." No, it doesn't work that way.
Illegal now in custody for firing shots at Border Patrol agents in Chicago's Little Village neighborhood. DHS reporting that the suspect was convicted of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon and use of the vehicle. And Kristi Noem, the secretary, is taking aim at Illinois Governor J.D. Pritzker. She wrote on X, "This is a battle between law and order, good and evil, and we will prevail." Since the start of Chicago's Operation Midway, crime has plummeted. Carjacks are down 48%, robberies, shootings, homicide, all down as well. And a Border Patrol commander in Chicago reportedly is planning to leave the city this week. Trisha, tell us more.
We will remain in Chicago. We have ICE and CBP officers there. We've seen fantastic results under President Trump and Secretary Noem, and we will continue to bring those to Chicago and other sanctuary cities across the country. But what we've also seen in Chicago, like you said, those violent crime rates have been plummeting. But J.B. Pritzker and Brandon Johnson really should be saying thank you instead of the obstruction and the violent language we continue to see out of them. But it's not just that. Think about what our law enforcement is also facing. Just on Saturday, you mentioned there was a shooting involving an illegal alien from Mexico. We also saw violent mobs who were throwing bricks at our law enforcement, throwing paint cans at their vehicles. They were assaulting law enforcement, and still our law enforcement stopped. They didn't slow down. They continue to arrest those violent criminal illegal aliens because they know the mandate of the American people and the people in Chicago. They want them there. They want their cities safe, and they want their freedom back.
President Trump has talked a lot about ensuring that the criminals are picked up and sent back home. Trisha, what do you want to say to critics who are questioning whether or not ICE has gone beyond that mandate and is arresting people who've done nothing wrong? They may have come into the country illegally, but are...
That doesn't make sense. If you came in the country illegally, you did something wrong. You came in the country illegally. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. If I steal a car and then you catch me 5 days later, I could say, well, no, listen, you stole the car. I shouldn't go to jail because it's illegal. You done nothing wrong. What you mean you done nothing wrong? You came in the country illegally. What about the people that are waiting to go in legally? What happens to that? Guys, if you're an American citizen, if you're a good standing American citizen, and you're protecting your country, there's no way that you should be against the Border Patrol and everybody else patrolling. Now, I am against them stopping and abusing on American citizens, or even anybody. They shouldn't abuse on anybody. They should just, of course, detain them, arrest them, legally process them, and send them back to wherever they came from. I totally get that. I'm against abuse. I'm against you stopping American citizens and trying to detain them. If they are legally in the country or they're American citizens, I should not be fucking with them. I understand that. But guys, if you are, I wish that my city, that my country was as protected as I wish we had a Trump here. Somebody that really cares and somebody that wants to clean the streets. This is some shit that Biden and Kamala started.
Trying to work and have an honest life. What do you want to say to those critics? Because the president is also bringing this country back to watching and following the law.
Exactly.
Well, the facts are on our side, Maria, and the facts are on President Trump's side. The fact of the matter is 70% of those illegal aliens who have been arrested under this administration either have pending criminal charges or prior criminal convictions against them. But also, Maria, I think that those critics are forgetting these illegal aliens have a choice. They didn't just make a choice when they illegally entered this country, but they have a choice today. They can decide to leave now, get a $1,000 exit bonus and a free flight home, potentially preserving the opportunity to return the right way, or
look at that. Come on, you can't go wrong. Take your 1,000, go back. No, when you caught, you're gonna say, no, I'm working and I'm not, I haven't done anything wrong. What you mean you haven't done anything wrong? You broke the law. You came in the country, you stuck in the country illegally.
Here, they can be arrested, they can be deported, and never return back to the United States. I think that's a very generous offer of the American people of President Trump.
It's a great point. Trisha, good to talk with you. Thanks so much. We'll be watching your work.
You know, something else, guys, and like I said, we have a similar problem here in my country, which I'm not going to go too deep into it, but we have similar problems. And one of them is that You have people sneaking in the country, illegal people. So if you're an American citizen and you live here, you got neighbors and you don't know nobody knows who nobody is. You got people in the country that are not registered, that nobody knows who the hell they are. Most of them work and they don't pay taxes. And they don't know who they are. We don't know who's good, who's bad. The thing is that when you have people coming in illegally, you have people in your country that are not registered. Nobody knows if you're good, you're bad. So even if you're good or bad, you snuck in illegally, so you're not registered. It's like driving a car. It's like if I buy a car. The car has no license plates, no registration. I got no driver's license, and I'm driving. The police stop me, and he says, and I tell him, well, the car is mine. I bought it. Look, I have a receipt. I bought it. The car is mine. No, but it's not registered. It's not anything. You crash, and what happens? So it's a lot of shit that we need, you guys, and I get excited on this, man, because, like I said, we have a similar problem here in this country, and it's not being addressed properly. And when I see this, I get happy. I'm like, damn, why the fuck don't we have that shit here? Why don't we have a Trump here? Anyway, guys, I get excited, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys don't think. Get at me, guys. And, of course, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the screen. Peace, love, and God bless.